Hey everybody, it's Divine Knight. Welcome back to our Suicide Squad discussion continuity lore rant. This will be part 2. The first one, we had so much to talk about, I didn't realize an hour had passed. So guys, let's continue. Superman gets killed by methamphetamine, fear gas, kryptonite powder. On bullets, because bullets kill Superman, a man who is known for a famous scene from Smallville of a bullet point blank hitting him in the eyeball and ricocheting off like it's a piece of plastic.
Supposed to be faster than a speeding bullet.
Can literally look at bullets hit him in the eye and not even blink because it doesn't hurt him.
If you are a DC fan of any kind,
you should be insulted.
You know who Doomsday is if you're a DC fan. Doomsday is famous for being the monster who killed Superman. And then they retconned the fuck out of it because, you know, DC. Anyway.
But still a good story regardless.
He still did it. He still managed to... He came the closest to finishing Superman off permanently than any other villain ever has. And probably ever will. But according to this game, it just takes some regular-ass bullets. It don't really take much to kill him at all.
Shot by a couple of rejects.
Hell, man, even Thor had a better strategy. Thor, in the DC Marvel crossover event, even he had a better strategy. Thor just used his powers, being, you know, a literal
god
of lightning and thunder, to make storm clouds block out the sun, weakening Superman, cutting him off from his power source. Then he could beat the shit out of him. Even that's a better strategy than some regular ass bullets.
Yeah, so Captain Boomerang flings a boomerang at Superman with the yellow fear toxin kryptonite, the yellow lantern kryptonite. That's what I'm gonna call it now. You can't change my mind because this game freaking exists and I had to put up with it. So yeah, the yellow lantern kryptonite boomerang hits Superman, catches it without even looking because it's Superman. He can see it from a mile away. Bullet time. And he laughs and he talks like, haha, you think you could have done that? And then you see a little trickle of blood drain out of Superman's palm. And he looks at his hand, he's like, wait a minute, this cut me? And he kind of has a face like, you pieces of work. You pieces of crap really tried to cut me with this. And then Captain Boomerang says like, ha ha, now you don't like feeling that now, don't you? Blah, blah, blah. And so, now the boss fight starts. How do you think Superman's boss fight went? How would you do this?
If you're the Suicide Squad, you'd probably wanna, I don't know, do anything else other than throw boomerangs and shoot him with bullets.
They proceed to shoot him with bullets like a bullet sponge for about 10 minutes. In real time. The boss fight is so bad that they just gave him like 10 billion health. And so you just go back and forth shooting him non-stop as he dips across the screen.
Okay, you guys want to know how much of a beast Superman really is? Let's go to Marvel real quick. The Incredible Hulk. He needs no introduction. We know how powerful he is. Even he, when getting shot by bullets, covers his face and does feel the bullets bouncing off him.
It annoys him, but he feels it.
Yeah, it hurts him just enough to where it pisses him off, but doesn't penetrate his skin. It's like being punched in the arm.
He's bulletproof.
He's bulletproof, but it still hurts when it hits you.
It's literally, like I'm stinging you, goodbye.
Yeah, it's like getting shot with a paintball gun or
an airsoft won't kill you, but it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, and it pisses him off. But even he is somewhat affected by bullets. Superman literally doesn't even feel the things. He literally doesn't feel it. Like, if you shoot him with the most powerful gun ever, he just doesn't feel it. So...
The idea that fear toxin kryptonite... This is as bad as the Yellow Lantern Corps existing in the first place. It's dumb.
And it's not that the Yellow Lantern Corps sucks, it's just how they were brought up.
by a pink-faced
how they
alien
would-
with a mustache twirling. You will know the meaning of fear. No,
But he
you
just-
don't know
he
the meaning of fear. You are the least scary-looking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Sinestro is
Sinestro.
not scary. Put
Freaking-
Sinestro in the Suicide Squad. That's where he belongs.
He get his head
Mellow
blown up.
yellow.
First of all, yellow doesn't mean fear. I think black or dark gray would be scarier than freaking bright
Even
lemon
red.
yellow.
Literally any color is more scary than yellow.
Lemon yellow.
Oh, come on. Name one thing. Somebody in the comments or you guys right now, name something that is bright banana
Yellow.
That's terrifying.
School bus yellow.
Oh, that's a school.
I can't think of anything. Maybe a snake if you're one of those people who are terrified of snakes, but not everybody's terrified of snakes.
Oh, Scarecrow's fear toxin is yellow. No, it's not. It's orange. Go play Arkham Knight. It's
In
orange.
some iterations it's green, some iterations it's brown, it's anything but yellow.
In a lot of
That's
old
for sure.
iterations, it's literally just a smoke bomb.
Yeah, a lot of there's literally every color under the sun except yellow. I don't think there's
Even
been a single
orange.
version of the fear toxin. Yeah, I don't think there's been a single version where it was bright lemon yellow.
No, it was like a sickening pumpkin orange, which fits Scarecrow.
Yeah,
Get it? Pumpkin,
you know?
Scarecrow, Halloween, like fear, yeah.
Makes sense. Kind of looks like he's breathing fire in some cases.
Yeah. He has the glowing eyes. It's really cool.
But no, but this isn't just like straight fear toxin. This is like concentrated, regular fear toxin coated on the bullet. Most
and
of
it
it's
kills
probably,
Superman.
Most of it probably comes off during, travel. Like, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. It's so just, oh.
Even if it's literally just kryptonite that they put a laser beam to, because I did see Batman do that in one of the cartoons, is he would put a laser beam through the kryptonite and it would change the colors and make it do different effects.
Okay, but even still, if you take a bullet and you cover it in kryptonite and you fire it at him, yes, it'll hit him and yes, it'll penetrate his skin, okay? But we've also seen him come back from a lot worse than a kryptonite bullet. Like, we've seen
Wonder
Superman
Woman.
come back from a lot worse.
Wonder Woman stabbed him through the heart with a foot-long shard of green kryptonite, his actual weakness. And he just looked at it like, I can't believe you've done this. And just laser beams her into oblivion.
But no, but after Deadshot freaking lights his ass up with those bullets, he's screaming, hospital! Hospital!
He's pulling a Ozzy Osbourne,
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
dying of an overdose. No offense to Ozzy, the man's been through hell and high water, but I mean, he would agree this is
Even
ridiculous.
Ozzy's more resistant than
Yeah.
this version of Superman.
Yeah. Ozzy can take some pills, man. This Superman's a wuss. He wears his red underwear and tries to be negotiable with Brainiac.
Yeah, no. You're not about to... First of all, Superman, you know what's the first city he ever took?
Your city. He blew up your planet.
Oh, man.
This game freaking sucks, man. And we didn't even get to the gameplay. This is just the narrative. 2 hours, an hour and a half, guys. This is just us complaining about the story and the lack of continuity and inconsistencies. Go back and watch part
gameplay,
1 to
it
hear
plays
how
a
Green
lot
Lantern
like-
would never go out that way because it literally goes against canon in every universe.
Would.
It's like in the gameplay...
I would accept him getting hit by a broom handle and dying more than this.
The gameplay feels a lot like playing a shitty version of Gotham Knights. Yes, I said that.
You played Gotham Knights?
Yes, I
Did you
have.
hate it?
I didn't hate it, but I didn't
It was
like
mid. It was mid.
It's not something I'd prefer to play. This is like a much shittier... Like, Suicide Squad is a much shittier version of that. Like, I would love to go back and play and finish Gotham Knights in comparison to even touching this one, the Suicide Squad. Like, fuck that. It makes Gotham Knights look like a
Shakespeare.
diamond in a shit mine. I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's the only way I can describe the comparison.
I remember when Gotham Knights released a few years ago, people said it was alright, but it was just kind of mid. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was a good little time waster.
It's playable.
At
It's
least,
not bad.
while Batman dying in Gotham Knights
At
is
least
still
the
pretty
game
stupid.
worked. At least I played it and it worked as intended.
At least in Gotham Knights, even though Batman died and it was stupid, at least it had respect and knew the gravity of killing Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
This game has 4 prequels that set up Arkham Batman as literally a force to be reckoned with and gets killed by one of his C-tier villains. Harley Quinn's not a C-tier villain. Oh, really? Then why did Margot Robbie quit playing her and go play Barbie instead?
So, you know what? Now that we're on that, I want to hear from you guys' mouths. What, in your opinion, what one Batman villain has the biggest chance of killing Batman single-handed?
Joker. Bane.
Lightning?
I would actually go with Bane. Or even Killer Croc.
I would say Bane, because Bane's broken Bruce Wayne before. Already broken his back. What's a little more?
Yeah, he was just taunting him at that point. He could have just snapped his neck after breaking his back, but he didn't.
Yeah, he could have. He didn't. But he could have. The idea is that he could have.
In the Arkhamverse, he killed Alfred, and Batman had to use electrocution or shock gloves to defibrillate him.
So what do we call him now?
Huh?
I would say
So
Killer
Bane
Croc
is
has a better chance to beat him too.
No, Batman's beaten Killer Croc multiple times.
Or
Year
you can
one,
use all
Batman
others.
literally closed Killer Croc's mouth while it was almost wrapped around his face.
Yeah.
But it's the point that even Scarecrow
Even
had a
Deathstroke
chance.
Possibly has a chance.
Scarecrow literally had a pistol pointed at Bruce Wayne's forehead. The only reason he didn't pull the triggers because Jason Todd beat him to it and shot the gun out of his hand. And Batman broke free of his restraints, and then, as we saw in Arkham Knight, injected him with his own fear toxin with his own hand and just taunted him. So you're telling me that Batman gets defeated by a dead character, a race-swapped retcon character, a character nobody likes, and a C-tier sidekick?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Only
coolest
in
character-
Clown World does this game
cool-
make sense.
The coolest member of this game, the only one I actually kind of like, is Harley. Harley's like.
And they
the
did her
only one
dirty
I-
in this.
Yeah, they did. They didn't do her justice at all. They made her flaunt. They made her get flustered over Captain Boomerang's dick, which we went over in the last episode.
Don't even bring it back up. I was already pissed off. I'm still pissed off after bringing it up. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm talking, man. Yeah, and then tells Wonder Woman, shh, 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 shh.
You're done.
You're done. We'll handle it from here. You're okay. You did your job. Now die.
I don't want you here. Can I have your stuff?
Yeah, can we have your stuff? There's literally skins that you can get for, like, the deluxe edition of the game, where King Shark is wearing a torn-up Superman suit because he's too big to fit in it. Deadshot has Batman's cowl painted red. Harley's wearing Wonder Woman's gear, and Captain Boomerang's wearing the Flash's gloves and helmet under his hoodie, or beanie, or whatever the frickin' thing he wears.
Stupid looking though.
What the
So, they're gonna resurrect the characters if they don't cancel the DLC outright. I don't know why they would. They're literally dead on arrival. They might as well just release it in one go.
What I
Just
don't
release it for free.
What I don't understand at this point is, like, why the fuck hunt down all these members and kill them if you just gonna bring them right back to life anyway? You gotta
So it's pointless.
Do we have to re-kill them again in the exact same way that we did it the first time? So we just have to play through the game twice?
Pretty
Yes.
much you killed
Essentially-
the clone of the Justice League.
Oh my
There's
god.
no, they're saying that we killed clones.
So where's the
Because-
real ones?
Because
But
the
real
Flash
Wonder Woman died.
No, because real Flash is unconscious, right? Captain Boomerang has him up against the wall, and it's literally in the trailer footage they released. He cuts his finger off by accident swinging that stupid boomerang around like an idiot. So he
But
cuts
then
his
in
pinky
cutscene, he
off.
get it back.
Yeah, when he comes back as Brainiac mind control Flash, he has all his fingers, meaning that's not the Flash. It's a clone. And we just showed that Brainiac made a Flash clone for himself. And that was Brainiac's boss fight to defeat a Brainiac Flash clone.
And then
So
for the
maybe,
Green Lantern.
so maybe it wasn't a completed clone. It was a last resort. Point is, you're telling me the Justice League couldn't infiltrate Brainiac's ship, but Amanda frickin' Waller, Lex Luthor, and the Suicide Squad can outsmart Arkham Batman as Codebreaker.
No powers.
No powers.
Wait a second. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. So you're telling me that the John Stewart Green Lantern boss fight, that John Stewart is a clone? How the fuck did they get a power ring?
Thank you. Another point I failed to bring up. How is a clone wearing a Green Lantern ring when the ring clearly knows it's a clone? The rings are sentient. They know. They will not function for a clone.
So that means that the only way that this is even remote, that means that Brainiac had to have figured out a way to make his own Green Lantern ring that
and make a
functions
copy
the exact same way. No, you fuck right off with
all
that.
the way down to the oath having to be said. Apparently it's not the right one because King Shark botched the oath to make a shark joke, and it still worked.
It was cool, but it's bad.
And then King
Even
Shark
if
decides he's gonna kill the Suicide
Dude,
Squad?
even
What?
if you count this game as non-canon and just count
It's
it like
just
its own
bad.
thing, it breaks its own continuity.
It literally is just not DC
You're
canon.
insulting yourself.
It's not
No.
even Arkham continuity anymore. It's just DC continuity. It's not even worth it. Go play
It's not even-
Arkham
It's
Knight
not
and
even
back,
DC continuity
No.
because then shit wouldn't work the way that it does in this one because it
which
doesn't
tells
work
me
like
a
that.
bunch of woke Karens and Darrens got hired at Rocksteady, wrote this piece of garbage because they're clearly not DC fans, or they'd have thought about this. And I know they'd be DC fans because Rocksteady Normal, that wrote all the Arkham games, literally made John Constantine Easter eggs, Man-Bat Easter eggs to characters we never saw. Manta Ray, like all these different villains, Prometheus in Arkham Asylum, they were hardcore DC
They even
fans.
went so far as to add the Creeper, that obscure
Even as a
character that
little
not many people
lore
know.
Easter egg in Arkham
But he's
Asylum.
there. The idea is that he's there.
The fact that they made Professor Pig a main villain in Arkham Knight in the finale shows that they did their research. And it was a good mission too. It was a detective mission. And you're sitting here and telling me the same people wrote this crap. It's clearly not, because they all quit to go start their own game company because they were sick of Warner Brothers telling them to quit making Superman games and go make this crap.
No, don't make something people want. Make something
That's
they
gonna
don't
make you
want.
money.
Well, being that there's only 10,000 people who still play a piece of shit.
And they're
It
only
looks
doing
like-
it for YouTube.
Yeah, really.
Or they just don't
They're-
know any better, or they're
They're gonna be
apologetics.
making more money than you're gonna be making out of selling copies of this piece of shit. The only people that got it were like those people that got discounts on like Steam or something.
Or hardcore fanboys that can't address when they're being screwed. They're in coping mode. Go play
I'm one of the
Arkham Knight and
biggest
tell me
Suicide
this is
Squad
worth
fans
it.
there are, and I don't want to play that piece of crap.
That's
Or
saying a
spend
lot.
money
Bought
on
it to make fun of it too, while making videos about it.
That's
To see
saying a
what the
lot.
hell's going wrong. Literally buy the game and then insult it while playing it and say, okay, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Why? What is this? You put
That's
a
about
ring
the
on,
only
sorry.
enjoyment anybody would get out of it, is just play through the whole entire game step by step and critique it all the way. Like,
Oh, look at the lore. That's good. That's good. That's good. What is that?
not even the voice actors that they picked sound anything like the characters are supposed to.
The only one
Maybe
who
Harley,
sounded
maybe.
interested, the only one who still sounded like himself was, rest in peace, beloved Kevin Conroy, because he is Batman. The man is the greatest Batman we'll ever have. He was doing his job.
Yeah.
And of course, he knew the story and how it's gonna end. We don't. And we won't have another year to know, which is the real insult. If I sit down and burn through Arkham Knight's storyline, I'll know the ending. In about 5 hours, I'll know the ending. This, I won't know for another year.
Yeah,
And it's not the release story, which tells me that if anyone picks up this game and doesn't play the DLC, they're not getting the full story. So they'll just think you just ruined the Suicide Squad and the Justice League.
I'm gonna help you guys out. Okay? If you want an accurate representation of what that's like to wait a year to know the ending, there's 8 games in the Tekken franchise. Go play through 5 of them, but stop at number 5, and then wait a whole year, then pick up at 6, and then go all the way to 8. There you go. That's what it's like to do that.
No, worse. Do 6, and then wait a month for each individual one after that.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're doing. They're drip feeding the content to keep players online. Well, guess what? YouTube exists, Rocksteady. We'll just record the frickin' footage. We'll just watch a YouTuber record the footage with a capture card, unless y'all want to be communist China and blacklist that. To this day, Arkham Knight's major cutscenes are still blocked, which is the dumbest thing ever. They won't release a patch for that, which is insulting, because it's like, dude, everyone knows the story. Like, let us record it.
Let go of it already.
How much you want to bet, now that this game is flopped, and now that we're never gonna get another cool Arkham game ever again, how many people you think are gonna put down their pre-orders for Injustice 3 when it gets announced?
So not only did this game kill a franchise that was already over, it's ruining another franchise that people still like.
Yeah.
And seriously, go to the Arkham Reddit. I know it's a bunch of stupid posts and jokes and memes and idiots on there, but at least they love the games. Every dumb joke, every meme on that Reddit page are full of the fans that have kept the Arkham games alive for 9 years, going strong and no sign of stopping. People play these games religiously. They have holidays for them. They set up live stream events for them. Ain't nobody playing this crap more than 3 weeks. What's the player count you said again, Honor? 10,000 in its release season?
10,481, and that's average on a day-to-day basis.
And it's the same people, basically, that are playing it, that already own it.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the late stages of Overwatch 2, we would see the same usernames.
This game is such an inhumane piece of crap that it deserves to be dogged on. I'm sick of people in my comments telling me why you dogging on Suicide Squad. Like, I'll comment on other people's videos, these critiques, like in actual well thought out worded sentences. People say, oh, so I guess you can quit dogging on Suicide Squad then and play it. No, I'm a dog it even harder because you're defending it. So you tell me you probably play FIFA and Madden.
FIFA.
If you still play FIFA and Madden, you need to quit gaming.
What's funny? FIFA, I've actually played it. I would rather play that.
At least I know I'm getting screwed. At least I know someone's trying to suck money out of my wallet. Madden, you talk about copy-paste. And that's what I think. I don't think Suicide Squad is taken from Arkham Knight's base code at all. It can't be. It's taken from Gotham Knights, because Gotham Knights graphics are no better than Arkham Knights.
Yeah.
That's, and you guys can see on my background footage right now, this game is gorgeous. It's on a PS5, running pretty good. Still has a few crashes every so often, don't know why that happens, but the game is gorgeous. Go play the Suicide Squad. No, don't go play the Suicide Squad. Watch someone else play it. Watch someone who's paid to shill it play it. That's why I say go watch K-Wing. His link will be in the first episode's description. Go watch him play through it and listen to his criticisms. I'm just voicing his critiques and understanding them and agreeing with them. Because they're the same questions I thought when listening to this terrible story. You think Catman here is a huge DC fan? K-Wing lived through it. He lived through the '89 Batmania. He grew up on the Adam West show. He's the biggest Batman fan I know that does YouTube and plays the Arkhamverse. And he knows all the lore, even the stuff that's not continuity and the stuff from the comics. He's researched it. Suicide Squad is not canon. Because the original creators of the Arkhamverse are basically gonna, if you prompted them, they would say, no, it's not canon because we didn't write it. Paul Dini would be ashamed to read this story. And I feel so bad that this is one of Kevin's last performances. Thank the Lord he has 2 movies coming out that he's still playing Batman. Even to his deathbed, he said Arkham Knight has been his best work as Batman. And that's from the man himself. Arkham Knight is his greatest achievement for the character. And if he says it, I'll agree with it. And when you play Arkham Knight, you'd agree too. It is I'd give it a good 9 out of 10.
The DC fan base nowadays have kind of just turned into the people that's like, oh, the person who, whenever I'm gonna just do a little experiment. Brennan, who in your opinion is the all-time greatest Joker?
Well, now you're making me pick between my kids. If I had to pick only 2, sorry, in honor of the 3 Jokers, if I had to pick,
you get
one. Okay, 1 between all of them: comics, cartoons, video games, live action,
all of it.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Okay, so and I have to agree, but this is what the community of the DC universe has become nowadays. They would say, oh, the best Joker to ever exist was Jared Leto.
Based on marketers.
Because they don't know shit. They're like, so...
They don't know good when it hits them in the mouth.
No, they really don't.
They don't know what talent is. And Jared Leto's actually a good actor.
He's just not Joker.
He's just not the Joker. He could have been another villain. He could have literally been any other villain. I would have rather him been Captain Cold, not the Joker.
Hell, he could have even pulled off the Riddler.
Could have.
What?
The Joker? One of the most nuanced, confusing characters that literally has killed an actor and almost killed another actor.
The Joker's a very dangerous game. Like,
no,
and
it's bad.
People really wanted, and in the comments below, tell me if you agree with this. Willem Dafoe as the Joker.
I'd so much. He would get it if he could do Green Goblin. Dude. He can do the Joker. He's the best Green Goblin.
Yeah. As far as I know, isn't he the only live-action Green Goblin?
No.
No?
Sadly, you remember that movie Chronicle?
Oh, fuck.
That was a good movie, right? That was a cool concept. A bunch of teenagers get Superman-like superpowers and basically have a midlife crisis and not know how to handle the power. The main kid that was being bullied, the main dude that was neglected by his abusive dad and went off the rails and gets killed at the end, he plays Harry Osborn with the Amazing Spider-Man 2, Andrew Garfield's Green Goblin.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you wish you forgot. Because I just reminded you, you wish you were still forgetting it. Yeah, what did they do? They ruffled up his hair, put some green hair gel in it, and gave him some ugly, rotten, homeless people teeth fangs. And made him drop, Gwen off the clock tower and killed her.
So yeah, Willem Dafoe, the only Green Goblin.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe, the only Green Goblin worth anything.
Yeah, really.
If Mark Hamill's the best Joker, Willem Dafoe is the best Green Goblin.
I've seen concept art, like realistic-looking concept art of Willem Dafoe looking like the Joker.
It's good.
It looks great. It looks so
And he's
good.
expressed his want, his interest in playing the character. There are so many great actors that could play these characters.
On YouTube, you can probably find it if you Google it. Like, Willem Dafoe talks about playing the Joker. Well, he even said, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, and he basically said, he goes, would you be interested in playing the Joker? I know there's a lot of fans that want you to do this. He goes, well, it's not up to me. You know, and he goes,
yeah,
well, if it was up to you, would you do it? He goes, well, probably. It's never going to happen, I promise you that. I'm getting old. It's probably not going to happen.
It's past its time.
But if someone did approach me and want me to do it, of course I would say yes. You can't really say no.
It's the Joker.
Can't do that. Yeah, but I don't know if I could properly do it. But we all know he could.
He could. I think his potential is there as an actor. And being that he's a trained theater actor, he knows how to be exaggerated.
Oh, yeah.
And theatrical, which is what the Joker is. The issue is that it's past its time.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe
which is okay.
Old.
It's okay. We've had not Jared Leto, we had Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
We had Jack Nicholson started. Then we've had
Jack Nicholson
Keith Ledger.
Prime.
Yeah, we got prime Nicholson. So even when he was in his 50s, that was still prime Jack.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He was so influential that they changed the Joker's origin story to be Jack Napier.
Yeah, yeah, because before that,
he was an unnamed random thug.
Well, he had a name, but it wasn't Jack Napier. But after, after the Jack Nicholson one, the Jack Nicholson one was so good, they had to make the Napier name, attached to him. Like, they just had to.
It was a great choice. And I think the only reason Mark Hamill did the Joker for so long is because he didn't have to be physical with it. It was all his voice and his mannerisms. Even to this day, he can still do the voice on a whim. He just won't do it anymore out of respect to Kevin's passing, which I very much respect. They were a duo. I don't believe any Joker or Batman should be forced to reprise the role if their double is gone. Like, could you ever imagine Arkham Joker, Mark Hamill's Joker, with any other Batman than Kevin Conroy? It just isn't respectful. And I'm glad he declined, which is why they had to retcon the Joker now and bring us the Jonkler in Suicide Squad DLC.
Yeah, then they're gonna resurrect Batman and they just call him Man.
I'm getting sick of it, man.
Oh my god, is that really what they're gonna turn Suicide Squad into? They're gonna turn it into Man and the Jonkler. Oh no! They're gonna make the meme a reality!
More than that, they made all the memes. They've created new ones. Now we've got Boomerang pissing on the Justice League. Getting his penis saluted.
Oh, come on, dude. Like,
this is what DC has become. A freaking joke. A bunch of LJN laughing, joking numbnuts. All because they couldn't stand strong against the tidal wave of woke.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of truth in that, because it is pretty fucking woke. It really,
all the male characters are idiots.
It goes past woke even. It just goes into...
It's so woke they had to kill the Sigma male.
The only one with any sense at all, and they killed him. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
No, the only one with any sense at all is Mark Hamill.
They turned Poison Ivy into a child!
No, they turned her into Greta Thunberg. She's an environmental activist that's an annoying, crying teenager.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It sucks.
Even though Ivy's clearly freaking dead. Oh,
Look
and
at
guess
this game and like it.
And guess how you get weapons?
I don't think I want to know the answer to this.
The Maine Coon penguin throws out supply drops. Do you remember Batman Arkham Knight beginning when he gets his suit out of that cryopod that Lucius sends out of the Batwing and it drops it in front of him on the rooftop and he suits up?
My nose is twitching like a rabbit right now.
Apparently the penguin hijacked all of those pods and now sends the Suicide Squad weapon containers that are randomized. And it has the Penguin's gang logo spray painted on it, and the Penguin has hair down to his butt. Even though in Arkham Knight he's bald and old. Instead of a bottle in his eye, it's a clear green bottle, not a regular clear bottle like in all the other games, so it's still not canon. I'm telling you all, fans and friends alike, the only reason they said this was canon to Arkham was to sell tickets, to get butts in seats, because people are gonna think, oh, this is the next Arkham game, let's buy it.
Oh, man.
So sellouts.
I don't even have words to describe.
This must be the entrance.
You know,
But I
like,
need
It's the
security
truth.
area first.
Game sucks, story sucks, gameplay sucks, characters suck.
okay, so you were talking about something earlier. You were talking about how, like, people in your comment section will bitch at you because you haven't even played the thing. Well, isn't that what YouTube reviews are for? To, like, help you determine whether or not the game is good enough for you to purchase it and whether or not it's worth your time? I thought that was kind of like the purpose on why people play games, record it, upload it, do reviews on it, talk about it, was to help people decide whether or not it's garbage and doesn't need to be purchased, or if it's good enough to be purchased.
You know,
So-
logical reason.
But based on what we've all seen on YouTubers' channels,
This thing
the game's
sucks.
awful.
It's a
And
dumpster fire
it's
and an
not
insult.
worth our time. It's not worth the purchase. And
I'm
I
not
haven't
funding it.
seen- You know, I haven't. Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen very much of it. But the few clips I have seen and the few videos and cutscenes I have seen wasn't really the best. You know, it was far from it, as a matter of fact. Don't get me wrong. I've seen much worse, but.
That ain't saying much. We've seen
But this
Life
is
of
a
Black Tiger.
AAA This is literally a AAA title that came out for PS5.
That's asking $100 plus.
Yeah, you really can't expect me to want to pay that price.
In this
For the
god-awful
type of
Joe
shit-
Biden economy, I don't have $100 to spend on a game I'm gonna hate.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no.
It's not even a game, it's a cruel joke. It's a knife in the fans' ribs. Because what was the first thing that happened when the game released and they displayed that terrible Joker reveal? The Arkham subreddit made it the Jonkler. They don't even call him the Joker. They just straight up said, no, that's the Jonkler. That ain't Joker.
Yeah.
They doubled back. They went back to saying Mark Hamill's Joker, Arkham Joker, is the Joker again. This is the Jonkler.
Yeah.
And Hunter, you don't know a lot about the other universes, but do you know anything about, not Outworld, but, what is it? Lightning, help me out.
I don't know
What's
what you're talking about?
At the end of the game, Lex Luthor basically confirms that he can pull people from different multiverses to build the Suicide Squad into more members. He's Elseworld Joker.
Oh, fuck no. He's that one? I
Yeah.
know exactly which one that is.
It's Elseworld Joker.
Oh, no! No! Why did they bring him in here?
Because
Like-
apparently that was a bad idea, and that's what they were going for.
Oh,
the
yeah,
fire.
I guess you have a point. I mean, if you want the closest Joker variant to what's classified as the Jonkler, it's gotta be that one.
He literally has flowers as the pattern on his jacket.
Oh.
He
Oh.
has yellow in his color palette. He looks more like Jack Ryder, the Creeper, than the Joker. It's like
Oh.
Jared Leto would play an amazing Jack Ryder.
I have to agree, actually.
And he's thin. He's thin enough. He can do that with his body. Thin enough to be the Creeper.
Yeah.
I would pay to see that in a Batman
Creeper's
movie.
the Creeper is literally like a monkey, the way he climbs buildings. He's like a chimpanzee or an orangutan or something.
Even his laugh is literally the Creeper. Ah, 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 ah.
Yeah, that would be...
That's not the Joker, that's the Creeper.
Yeah, the Creeper would sound like that. Because the whole point of Creeper was he was supposed to be a parody of the Joker. He's supposed to be an imitation.
That's
of
what
the
this
Joker.
one is.
A more less intelligent, more animalistic style Joker. That's pretty much what Creeper was. And
If you go on your phone, if you pause your game and look up in the background for the fans to listen to your reaction, look up Suicide Squad Elseworld Joker and just look at the few screenshots people are posting. One is his walk-in scene, the other is him shooting someone with his eyes facing two different directions like a cat with its eyes popping out.
I mean, I've seen it. I know what he looks like.
It's bad.
It's, yeah.
We
it's
followed
not-
Mark Hamill's
He looks
Arkham
like-
Joker
he
with
looks
this?
It looks like Joker on a Hawaiian vacation.
No, they did that in Arkham Knight. Remember, they had Joker in the flashback when he shoots Babs in the back and paralyzes her with his cargo shorts and his Hawaiian shirt.
Oh my god, yes.
That
do
looks
remember
better.
That,
That looks better because it's canon. It's actually based on that storyline in the comics where he was undercover on vacation and found out where she lived and shot her in the back. And actually took a vacation and just left Batman to deal with it knowing he couldn't find him.
Bruh.
And you're gonna sit here and tell me that Elseworld Joker is gonna follow up Mark Hamill's masterpiece?
It's like they took the worst version of every character and said, yeah, let's use that for our Suicide Squad game.
And
Like,
let's say it's in the Arkhamverse to get the Arkham fans on board.
But have it
Jokes on them.
It.
Jokes on them. Our entire fan base has literally dogged DC into oblivion after this. Because this has gone beyond unforgivable. This is insulting.
I really want to know what they were thinking. Like, in what world did they really expect this game to be successful? Like, in which way could you possibly think this could be successful?
In woke clown world?
But we don't live in woke clown world. Maybe they do, but we don't.
What I don't understand is why can't they just shut up?
Yeah.
Why can't they just take something terrible and make it its own thing, like Marvel did with Safe Space and Snowflake?
Because
it won't sell.
Yeah, it won't sell copies. But if you connect it to something good, like the Arkham franchise, well,
You're
then
gonna trick a few fanboys into buying your trash.
And they did. Oh, they did.
10,800 of them to be exact.
Yeah, which is nothing in the grand scheme of things. Fucking
That's a
DC
town.
Universe Online has like
Injustice
20
1.
times the players.
I'm looking it up. Pardon the pause in my gameplay, guys, but I'm looking it up. Hunter, you do the same.
Oh, and by the way, I just want to point this out. DC Universe Online, for those of you who don't know, is a free-to-play game! It's a free-to-play game. I've played it. It's not bad. I sucked at it, which means I end up quitting. But it's not bad. It's actually pretty decent. All things considered.
Oh
And it's
no.
old too. It came
Oh
out like what,
no.
2008?
No, Hunter. It's bad.
What?
It's
What
bad.
happened
It's
now?
really bad. How many did you say is in Suicide Squad at release right now? 10,800?
10,481.
Injustice 1 on just Steam, 10,344 over the course of 4 years.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Oh my god!
You're
And
telling me they're making
Injustice 2
money?
has to have much more because that
It's
game,
more recent.
it's
And
more
it's about to
recent.
get a sequel.
Yeah, plus it has like a gear system, a leveling
And it's
system, it has
NetherRealm.
replayability. Like, yeah, and it's NetherRealm, the same people that make Mortal Kombat.
It's gonna have players.
It's like, oh my.
Ooh, I'm gonna do it right now. Let's see. Current online players.
And what you looked up was
Batman
just on when you
Arkham
looked up just
Knight.
now on Injustice Gods Among Us, the first game. That was just on Steam alone. That's not including Xbox, PlayStation, and everything else. And
The
Switch.
current on Steam base, the current all-time peak as of the last 3 weeks for Batman Arkham Knight, a 9-year-old PlayStation 4 generation game. At launch, mind you. 6,252. Half, just over half of what the Suicide Squad is pulling in at release.
Yeah,
A
that's
9-year-old
pathetic.
game. The fans have
Bruh.
spoken. The game sucks. It is not canon. It's insulting to the DC fandom, let alone the Arkhamverse. It's more than that. It's the entire DC fandom.
Hell, man, just go watch the trailer, and don't even watch the trailer. Read the comments on the trailer video alone. Majority of them are negative.
This game, I guarantee you, will go down worse than Call of Duty Infinite Warfare could have ever dreamed of.
Oh yeah.
Because people
Oh,
went
yeah.
back and played Infinite Warfare and forgave it.
Even I did, and I was the one who bashed it mostly the hardest.
More than me, and I was the COD fanboy back when we were first
Yeah, and I
best friends.
bashed it even harder, and I played it again in recent years, and
After the trash we play now.
The campaign was great, and I played, the multiplayer with, like, bots and stuff. That was pretty cool, too.
Even the
It just
zombies
wasn't
in
what
Spaceland was fun for a time,
Yeah.
from what I understood.
Infinite Warfare was a good game. It just wasn't what people wanted at the time of its release. It came out at a bad time. If they would have released Call of Duty World War II at the same time as Battlefield 1,
It would have competed.
it would have competed and it would have been a neck-and-neck tie. Even I
But-
liked World War II after I played it.
It was
pretty
okay. It was okay.
But-
It ain't no World at War, but it was okay. It was
But
good.
when you put World War One versus this cyber crap that we were just so
Tired of. We
Tired
literally
of.
just had Black Ops 3.
yeah, but
We
if
were
it would have came
fatigued.
out, if you would have waited to save Infinite Warfare until like now,
With Apex
then it would have been
Legends.
good. Yeah, with Apex Legends and all this other cool shit.
Because doesn't the
Do
gameplay
that,
loop
you know?
kind of reflect Apex Legends in a Battle Royale kind of...
Kinda, sorta,
system?
not really, but
It was just the
kinda, sorta.
wrong place at the wrong time. This crap Suicide Squad, nobody asked for.
No.
We all wanted a Superman game.
Whenever they said, and actually, I think it was you, Brennan, who pointed it out. You said, "Hey, you know you know how much you love the Suicide Squad?" I'm like, "Yeah." You know they're making a game, right? I'm like, "Oh, really?" No shit. Like I didn't even know, and I'm one of the biggest Suicide Squad fans ever, and even I didn't know they were making this. Like, cause nobody asked for it, nobody wanted it.
Out of all the franchises DC owns, no one, not even a fan, asked for a Suicide Squad game. They just wanted more comics and more movies.
Well,
Not movies, but like cartoon adaptation movies.
they're not
Like-
gonna get it now.
Nope, Suicide Squad is dead. They murdered one of the greatest comic book branch-off stories ever written to sell a few pre-orders.
now the next thing is to do Jason Todd and the Outlaws and ruin that shit now.
No, go back and ruin Jonah Hex with the freaking movie like y'all already did.
Yep. We're gonna ruin that again.
You're trying to ruin Batman. You're not, because again, the fans have the authority to reject your story as canon, which we've already done wholeheartedly without guilt. Because you clearly don't care, we don't. It's just a shame because y'all abuse Kevin.
Which your freaking released game, which
drip
your new
feed
release
content.
Game, which your drip feed content.
With your drip feed battle
players.
pass. With your drip feed battle pass cutscene. Like this is Warframe. Which is a free game as well, mind you.
And by the way, all the DLC we get, like new quests and cutscenes and items and content, we all get that in a free update. We don't pay for new quests. We don't pay for new, campaign add-ons. None of that.
You don't pay for new frames. You earn them.
There's literally nothing that you have to purchase in that game. There's literally nothing you have to purchase with real money. Nothing. Warframe went so far as to have a legit battle pass that you literally can't spend money. Even if you wanted to spend money to skip all the way to the end of that battle pass, you can't. You have to do it legit.
See, a lot of people are speculating that this game is most likely gonna, after the terrible reception it's already gotten, they're gonna just start releasing loot boxes because the game's built for that already, you can tell, so they can just backwash into loot box territory by doing the penguin stuff. Because it looks like, actually, they're pulling a Battlefront 2 where they backpedaled it. If you guys do the loot
boxes in Suicide Squad, Injustice 2 already did it with the mother boxes, so you copied them again.
You're copying the worst from everything, and not even doing a good job. You copied Warframe's terrible gameplay loop.
You copied Injustice's everything.
And did it worse. The only thing, there are only two things this game did decently, which is par. The voice acting, because you hired actual talented voice actors who've been voicing these characters for years. Kevin and Harley. And even King Shark is lovable. That, like, the writing for the characters, and the, just the facial animations are great. So great, you animated some faces right and you hired good actors. Doesn't change the terrible written dialogue that they had to speak, and doesn't change the boring freaking gameplay loop that everyone's sick of from all these other looter shooters.
That's like if y'all hired
and repeated the map.
Schwarzenegger to play, I don't know, the Terminator again. But whenever, instead of saying, "I'll be back," he says, "I like popsicles." It's like you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, you got him, but you gave him some terrible dialogue.
It's worse. It's like you took Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're bringing him back as Dutch in a new Predator movie, but you give him all of Joel Schumacher's Mr. Freeze dialogue.
Oh, bruh.
No.
No offense to Joel Schumacher's interpretation of the character, it was a goofy, hokey reference to the Adam West era. But it ain't Dutch from the Predator. That's what they did with Suicide Squad. They just butchered everything and tried to pass it off as loving and respectful.
How is it loving and respectful to make Harley Quinn salute a penis? I can't get over that. I'm never gonna get over that.
And drip feed the content over the course of the next year. With a boring gameplay loop nobody wants. Once you unlock the good weapons, that's it.
The best live-action Harley Quinn that we've ever gotten was Margot Robbie. And you're basically insulting her.
Yeah, by putting this crap.
But, yeah. So,
I thought she did a great Harley Quinn. I saw Arkham Harley in her characterization. Sure, it was stereotypical, but that's kind of what Harley is. She's stereotypical. And then later on they made, they made her character more in-depth. But then they went and ruined it with Birds of Prey.
And again, in the comics, Birds of Prey was really fucking good.
You ruined it.
And then you ruined it.
Warner Brothers, if you dare try to do anything to Denis Villeneuve's Dune adaptations. Oh, will the
Quit
devil to
talking
pay?
about it. Edit that out. Edit that shit out. Don't give them ideas.
Yeah, it's too
you
late.
know they're-
It's too late. We already have Funcom making Dune
I
Awakening,
already-
which I'm
no.
anticipating, but
Okay.
I'm waiting to see gameplay.
I already have theories about this. They're gonna, if I even catch a sniff, just a little, of
A little whiff.
a little whiff. If I catch just a little of word that these same assholes that wrote and were responsible for Suicide Squad's existence.
Baby.
If I
what is
catch
Sweet
word
Baby
that they are
Inc.
going to be making the Outlaw game of the same type, this drip feed woke shit garbage. And if you don't know who the Outlaws are, it's basically Red Hood is the leader of his own little gang, like the Suicide Squad, with like Bizarro and shit. So it's like that. So
If you catch Sweet Baby Inc. writing a game for that,
well, I'm gonna flip shit, like, because
you're gonna go over to their building and poop in their driveway.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I might bring some friends along too, and we'll eat Taco Bell the day before.
Oh, Sweet Baby Inc. can just rot. They can rot. I'm not gonna damn them, I'm not gonna curse them, but they can rot, because they ruin everything they touch. The people behind that company are not passionate. They are.
You guys are like
you know how there's
Take-Two
clan killers.
Interactive.
Oh no. Yeah, you murdered Rockstar Games. Rockstar Games is dead on arrival. People are literally just
Rockstar used
nostalgic.
to be great, dude. They gave us amazing games like Vice City, GTA 4 with freaking Nico Bellic and Roman. We have the
BioShock
Lost and
franchise.
Damned. We have one of the greatest Grand Theft Autos ever made, San Andreas.
Exactly. And the way he cracked my skull.
I didn't get
And look what
fucking
they
all
turned
of it.
into.
But I thought that was just
Look what you turned this franchise into.